Guys, welcome to Vet Ranch. I'm Dr. Carrie, and we have an emergency situation today. Kelly, one of our volunteers, went to the shelter and was there kind of walking through like we always do, and this little guy was having a seizure in a cage. And he is with about 6 other puppies, so we're not sure what's going on with them, but he was, Tim's 1032, that's not good. So he goes in and out of kind of being responsive, and then he'll fall down and have a seizure. So, high temp, we're gonna check a stool sample, possibly for parvo. Concerned about that, and then also the possibility of low blood sugar. Maybe he's not eating at the shelter because he was pulled off of mom too young. So we'll check his blood glucose too. That woke him up. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. This is the parvo test. And then we're gonna also see, he could be really anemic from hookworms, although he doesn't look that pale. So when we look at him, he's still pretty pink. So we'll try to figure out what's going on. We're gonna get an IV catheter in him pretty quickly here. And then we're gonna check his blood sugar right now. The blood glucose was 184, which is high or normal. And I saw him in the shelter yesterday just jumping around and perfectly healthy. His parvo test is negative. His stool check is going. His pack cell volume is going to see if he has hookworm anemia, which I would be really surprised with that because it looks pretty pink to me. So right now, we're just going to treat him symptomatically and try to sort through the problems, and then probably get some more extensive blood work going. We gave him some Valium. You saw us give that, so he's pretty out of it now because he started kind of having a seizure and his eyes started twitching back and forth, so just a really little focal seizure. And then I'm going to look at his blood work. Let me show you what we have. So he's a little bit anemic. We saw hookworms on his stool sample, but a hematocrit of 28.4, which is normally around 35 or 40, is definitely not low enough to cause seizures. So ruled that out. White blood cells are high, so he's got pretty high white neutrophils, white count, notably neutrophils. His lymphocytes are low. So we're looking at some kind of infection or some kind of inflammation that's causing a fever and high neutrophils. Everything else, low creatinine, probably not eating well, and low protein. Again, hookworms are not eating well. Liver values are a little bit high as well. I'm not sure what to make of that at this point. So what we're going to do is take some rads and then we'll go from there. We just took some radiographs of our little guy. Let me show you. We're not really in the viewing room, but we see this metal opacity that's located in his stomach. So now we're leaning more towards some type of heavy metal toxicity that's causing these seizures. So, you know, at this point, he is pretty much dying right in front of our eyes. So we are going to go for it and try to open him up and find out what this is. This has all happened in about 20 minutes from walked in the door to these radiographs you're looking at, and now we're getting him prepped for surgery as we speak. I've got the stomach here kind of pulled over to the side, and I've made a hole, an incision, I guess is a more appropriate word, through there, the stomach wall, and I'm just kind of feeling around with my finger. I do feel kind of a hard object, so I'm interested to find out what this is. Okay, piece of cement, all right. More rocks. That's all I'm really finding there. So we're gonna close this out, flush that, and then run the rest of the GI tract. I'm just getting a bunch of rocks that he's eaten. Really not able to explain the seizures unless he just hasn't been eating and he's getting really weak. I was hoping for something metallic that would be creating a kind of a toxicity, like a heavy metal poisoning that could be causing this. Well, we are closing up our little guy. All we found were the rocks, and I'm kind of underwhelmed by that because I don't think that's a reason to that he would be having seizures. So pretty bummed out. I'm not sure how he's going to do when he wakes up, but we're just going to maintain him on IV fluids, treat his seizures as they come about and just see where we go from there. Just giving our little man some antibiotics and then letting him wake up from anesthesia. Here's what was in his stomach. We are rechecking our little puppy. Still don't have a name yet, but we're searching for the right one. He does seem like he can hear because we were worried about, you know, him being able to hear also. And then we keep going back and forth if he can see or not. Right now we think he can probably just see shadows. And we did a ophthalmic exam, and I'll try to show you. We can see that his eyes, his pupils do respond to light, and so both of them constrict down when we shine light in them. So, you know, we're not really sure kind of what that means, but we do know that we're not giving up on him yet because I think he's improving every day and he's eating good. So we'll just continue on and check him every single day and hope for improvement. We are going to do a hepatic function test called bile acids, and we have fasted him for 12 hours overnight, and then we're going to draw some blood, give him a big meal, and then take a sample 2 hours after that. And basically that's going to help us determine if his liver is functioning properly or if he could possibly have what's called a portosystemic shunt, meaning blood is bypassing the liver. And so the toxins that the liver would normally filter out don't get filtered out, and they go directly to his brain, causing encephalopathy, which can cause blindness, seizures, and just depression. So we're going to see, and this could be a possible fixable issue. So I still don't think he can see us. We know that he can hear now. I think he can see shadows, and so when he sees a figure, he goes up to that thinking it's a person. But we've definitely, uh-oh, he hears me. He hears me. Uh-oh, he sees Kelly. Oh, he heard me. Hey, boo. So we'll keep testing him every day, but we feel like he can see shadows and see some things. So there's no reason why he can't be a perfectly happy little healthy puppy. We got our results back from our bile acids test, and it shows that he does not have evidence of hepatic insufficiency. So we're thinking that he probably does not have a shunt, a liver shunt. So we're just continuing on with his treatment, which is pretty non-specific, and he's doing amazing. So, you know, we test him every day, and we think he can see a little bit, maybe shadows, but definitely more than he could. He can hear now, which I'm pretty confident he could not hear before. So he's doing great as he eats my hand. So we're going to go ahead and start him on his puppy vaccine so we can make sure we do his preventative care. And then we'll go from there. Excuse me. I just came in here and this is how he is in the room. We leave him out for a second. Hey. You just cannot be deterred.
Let's push you in there then.
Fox, come on! Well, we gotta tell Fox bye. That's a hard one. When you have them from about 5 weeks old on, that's a difficult one to say goodbye to, especially because he had such a great time at my house being crazy. As you can see, he's a crazy puppy. He's, for all intents and purposes, normal. We tell people all the time that he's blind, and they're like, are you serious? No way. Because you can't really tell because he's adapted so well. And we think he can see some shadows. So he is ready for a forever home now. Hopefully one with another dog so he can play like a crazy puppy that he is. So thank you guys so much for all your support and donations. Thank you for watching our videos, and we will see you on the next time.